Welcome back, friends. Welcome back, Jen and Cassie and Tiffany.
Welcome back. I feel like it's been way too long since we had this call.
I know. I want to see more of your faces. Put your faces on. We missed you so much. Steve, I see the top of your head. I'm okay with that. It is so nice to see so many of you back. I feel like I missed you this summer. How's everybody's summer?
We do have good news though, don't we?
We have so much news.
We are back to our weekly calls starting this week. Next week, you'll see us again. We're back to weekly growth calls now that the summer has almost passed us by. I gotta go shut a door. I'll be right back.
You got it. And we've got a new addition to our calls where stay on with us because all the growth call initiatives we're putting forward, we're going to go over best practices to implement them. So think growth call in action after this call at 2:30 instead of our Thursday calls where you've forgotten everything we've talked about today. So stay on with us if you have the ability to. And we're going to go over how to implement some really important Facebook things today to make sure, one, you stay safe, but also to make sure you can actually post, because I worked with 3 agents last week and they had the same problem. So if you want to learn how to fix that problem, stay on with me at 2:30 today. Right on this call. You don't go anywhere else. You don't get up and move your binder to the next room. You stay right here. Oh, hello, David Heyer. Yes, sir.
Hey, Brooke, will something go out in an email, or will that be a new invitation that's coming out to us for that?
Same Zoom link. Same
Same
everything. Just stay on with me.
on Thursdays?
Nope, today. No
Today.
more Thursdays. Today.
No more Thursdays. This is
Yep.
going to be every Tuesday, every Monday. What day is it today? Can anybody help me?
No. What day is it? It's Monday, because Monday is always the growth call. It's okay. We'll beat it back into your head. Don't you worry. I'll make sure you get 40 invitations for your calendar. See, we take care of our team leaders. All right, ladies, you ready to jump into it and go over the content this week and talk about what we've got coming up in the region? We have some really cool things coming up in the region for everyone.
Yes, we do.
Hey,
Let's
Brooke,
jump in. Oh, hi, Tiff.
before we do that, can you unshare your screen so I can share something real quick
Oh,
to
yeah,
get us
sorry about
started on
that.
this new adventure?
Oh, yeah, let me make you.
Back to business.
We're back to business.
Tiffany, I don't know if we announced you on a growth call before, so I think we need to re-announce who you are on this call.
Absolutely. Sorry about that. It's been all summer. So I am Tiffany Hampton. I am your regional productivity coach, and my number one job is to support you in bringing in more money.
Actually, we should probably all introduce ourselves because we probably have new friends that have joined from over the summer that have no idea who we are.
So that's a good idea.
Go for it, Jen.
All right, so I am Jen Bovey. I am an operating principal in a Rhode Island Market Center, Keller Williams Coastal, and I'm also the area director for the New England region. So I will tell you, this is my absolute favorite call to be on and to be able to co-host. So that's me.
Cassie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cassie Sylvester. I'm your regional operations manager. So I just keep everything running as smoothly as possible in the background for the New England region.
We'd be lost without her. And I'm Brooke Silva. I'm your regional technology trainer, and all the things we get to learn, I help you implement it into your business and your daily lives so that things just run a little more efficiently so you can get back to the one thing, and that's lead generating and calling your people.
Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to share my screen because what we're going to talk about feeds very much into this. So when we're looking about what it takes to make things happen, it's just in math, right? The path is in the math. That was a mega agent camp t-shirt, was the path is in the math. So here's some math for you. This is the US population, 332 million people, right? There's 218 million homeowners, of which 65%, that's 65% of the US population owns a home. In 2021, there were 6.1 million homes sold, which means out of all of this, only 2.79% of existing homes sold in 2021. So somebody help me do quick math. What does that mean? How many homes didn't sell in 2021? The path is in the math, people. The path is in the math.
A lot of homes
Our
didn't sell.
unfair share.
That is disgusting how many homes need to be sold.
97%, right? 97%.
97.
So that means this year, and we're in the fourth quarter, well, going into the fourth quarter of 2022, approximately 3 people out of every 100 will sell their house in the next 12 months, right? So let's jumpstart that. For every house sold, there will also be a buyer. Your job is to talk to as many homeowners as possible at all times. So that means if you follow a game plan, 36 sellers and 36 buyers over the next year could be your unfair share. And what Brooke and the region's going to share with you is just some opportunity to get out there in front of people to support you in having these conversations.
Yes, we will share that with you because I know that's going to be the next question. Yes, you will get that from us. It will be in the Growth Call Facebook. Don't you worry.
Well, I have to ask the group, what did you guys hear from that? That was a quick little graph that had some information on it, but what did you take away from it? What was your aha? I see Kelly writing something down.
I can tell you my aha. I'm not good at doing percentages or math without a calculator anymore.
Well, 97%. 97% of houses didn't sell. And what was it? Every 3 people in 100?
3 out of
Yep.
every 100 people. That's
In the next 12 months, every three-
Karen, thank you. There's a lot of families to help.
there are.
A lot.
You know, and it was a
Kathy,
theme, right?
absolutely.
It was a theme we heard at Mega Camp that it doesn't matter what the market is doing. It does not matter what the market is doing because people always have to make a move. There's always going to be families that get bigger, families that get smaller, health needs, job needs. The world doesn't stop buying and selling homes. It's just who wants to take their unfair share.
Right. And Nancy
I
said there are
want my
a lot of
unfair
houses to
share.
sell out there.
I want it.
I want it.
I want it. I want to see my streets where I live and everywhere I get to drive to play with you guys. I want to see those lined with the red signs, right? Your red signs. I love seeing KW signs everywhere I go. Sometimes you'll get a little selfie of me with one if it's safe to pull over and do so and I don't look like a creep. Some of you have gotten that. Alyssa, Brian, my green team. Yes, yes. But let's line those streets with our signs.
Love that. All right, let's dive into our content.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, as we dive in, for those of you, it's been a while since we've jumped back. Typically, we have some guests on. We're going to go through content that we will share out with you on our Facebook page, and we'll send you the link. And like Brooke said, afterwards, we've added something on where you can dive in with Brooke to see how to actually implement this in your business using technology. So we don't have a guest on today. We wanted to spend our first call back just with you guys, but stay tuned for a great lineup that we have coming this month.
And if you ever want to be a guest or know someone who should be, please get them to me and Jen or Cassie, someone in the region so we can talk to them. All right, so here's the new format. Now, we gave you July and August as full months, but we're going back to our weekly format, especially as things change in the shift. So here you'll see the calendar. If you click on it, it will take you right to those places within. If you're new to the growth call, you do have to add your DBA logo to things. A big request from you guys who are veterans with us wanted that KW New England logo removed. So if you don't know how to get your DBA logo, we do put it right here in the top paragraph. You cannot work for KW or sell for KW DBA. That's doing business as. So you do have to flip it out to your market center logo, and that does have to be on everything. All right, so this month, now if you're in coaching or if you're working with any of our PCs right now, you're hearing all about SelfTember. Tiffany, that is the hardest thing to say though. Can you explain real quick what SelfTember is in productivity coaching this month? Because we've matched what we're going to do with our clients to that.
So SelfTember is service, earning, learning, and fun. We talk a lot about being a whole person. And when you cover self, you're covering being the whole person. And what better way to really encompass this, share it with your people.
Yep. So we turned those into client-facing communications this month. And we all know, we know internally, right, how much KW does to give back to the communities and how many thousands of charities, not only as KWRI, but locally that we support. How many of you have been to a Red Day? Put it in the chat. How many of you have participated in a book back drive where you put everything the kids would need, or a Thanksgiving basket, or you've cleaned up a home, or you've helped, or you've donated to KW Cares through your commission statement? The things we do every day, we probably don't even realize how much we give back. I love Red Day. It's one of my favorite things I do every single year. So that's what we're asking of our community. Did you know that at Keller Williams, we support thousands of charities? We're asking them, what charity do you support? So we're looking for them to get into the comments, talk about their charities, and those who are passionate about giving back, they will flood your feed. Guys, those are tags to bring back and notes to bring back into their client profiles. We also give a quick trick about, you can also look for your favorite charity on Amazon Smile, because many people don't realize that while shopping on Amazon, a portion of certain sales will go right back to your charity without even you having to do anything. So we gave that. So, and then our little hashtags are give where you live, community support, bet on KW. But again, you guys can add hashtags for any of your charities that you're going to talk about and add. And again, you just got to add your DBA logo to this. I love giving back. The other way we give back to our community is by supporting the people who are in our world. Everybody says, Brookie, where is the vendor list in Command? And it's right in your contact file, because everybody, almost everybody, has done something or worked somewhere or volunteered or had something they did to be able to get a mortgage, right? Money just doesn't pop out of thin air in most people's worlds. So by asking, who do you know that I need to know? I'm constantly adding and updating my list of vendors. People are always making moves and need great professionals. Leave a comment below on someone in the community your new neighbors must know about. So what's great is this is going to prompt people to also start talking about themselves in their own businesses. You run to your client section and you scroll all the way down to the about section and you add workplace, title, or one or the other if they tell you. So we love that. Jen or Tiffany, do you have anything you want to add about how important preferred vendors are, or good vendors in your community?
When you think about if someone's not thinking of buying or selling real estate in the next 6 months, what are you offering them? A great vendor list is a good opportunity to offer value without throwing up, I'm a real estate agent.
It's also a really easy way to network, right? So they need more, they're looking for more clients, you're looking for more clients, you can create a partnership with some of them and be a referral source for each of them. You can invite them to your fall events that you may have coming up, or whatever your client events that you're doing. There's just so many options that having a good vendor list can help with.
Right, because they're looking to get back. They're looking to get, let me tell you, nobody's going to say no to free marketing. And if they do, maybe we don't want to be in business with them, but nobody is going to say no to free marketing, especially if you're helping them get in front of clients they wouldn't normally have the bandwidth to get in front of. So ask them, do you want to offer my client list any type of discounts for fall cleanup, for winterizing their pools, their sprinkler systems, whatever it is? What's a special code I can give them to save, right? And I will get that to my clients.
You're going to be surprised on how many comments you get just from that post alone. That post alone is going to generate so much opportunity and networking. And I would have a system behind every comment, meaning if you don't fill the electrician spot from that post, put out another post the next week and say, thank you so much for all the vendor referrals. I'm still looking for A, B, and C vendor. So there's so much opportunity with just that one post.
Right, and we need more than one because one electrician can't handle everyone in our, or you may have multiple states you touch. And don't forget to keep those guys on some type of drip campaign either, where you're staying in constant contact, quarterly call plans. You want to be, when somebody starts speaking about real estate, you want that vendor to go, you've got to talk to Jen Bovey. She's the only one I trust with real estate transactions.
Yep. Jessica wrote, great reason to prospect your sphere and call them to ask for a referral on their favorite contractor too, right? Great touch.
Right? How many people did you see get pools? Not Jen Bovey this year, but how many people did you see get pools this year? Right? Call them, ask them. Listen, I put on the campaign. There's a Facebook campaign targeted at just your husband to make sure by next year we have a pool in place for the summer.
You know, I'm going to get it off the pool subject because it still hurts. Yet, Jessica, I will say you always end up like 10 plusing everything that you do with your scripting and your advertising. So that's such a great tip, guys. You know, when it's a great reason to prospect your sphere and call them for a referral. Right. So thank you, Jessica, for adding that. I know you said that, Tiffany, already. I just wanted to.
Yeah, that's a great, Jess, with the golden nuggets in the chat. Yeah. And then I can smell this post. Like I can smell the pencils in my head from growing up in, this is how old I am. You had to walk up and sharpen your pencil manually in front of everyone in the classroom. And I hated it because it was always right in the front. And then you had to walk back and everybody was looking at you. So with the kids going back to school the last few weeks, it's time to find out which you preferred or still prefer to write with. Are you a classic number 2 pencil person or love to click and write with a mechanical pencil? So put in the chat, are you team mechanical pencil or are you team classic number 2 pencil?
Old school here.
I love a good mechanical, and you know what I love even more? Those Bic pens that have 3 colors and a mechanical pencil in it. It's like an all-in-one multi-tool. Oh, those are my favorite on the planet. I live for those. No, pen is not in the thing. It's a mechanical or a pencil sharpened. It was funny, this year they told us for our first grader, no mechanical pencils. And I think it's because they crack them, they like break all the leads because they're always tapping them and doing stuff. So I think they were like, nope, we're going back to sharpened pencils. Mechanical all the way. So this is a great thing to pop up on your feed on Thursdays. We've got this or that Thursdays. And make sure you bring that back to a tag. And guys, if you're in the neighborhood, drop off with a little ribbon with your business card attached. Here you go. Here's your classic or here's your mechanical. That is less than a 25-cent pop buy, right? Or do the opposite. Here's my favorite for you to try. But I love that one. Can you smell the pencil sharpener? I could smell the pencil sharpener. It's a very distinct smell. I don't like it. All right. Guys, excited about this week's content? I can't wait. All right. We have a giveaway. Why are we giving this away too?
We have a lot of stuff. So like we all jumped in this morning or earlier. What time of day is it? It's Mondays. We're in meetings all day. I have no idea what time it is. So we have a lot of training coming up in the fall that is very exciting for the region. So we just want to share some of that with you before we jump into what we're giving away today. So in a minute, we'll put the links in the chat. Brooke got the Facebook group in there. We'll keep dropping that in. So the Facebook group is for our growth call, and we share other exciting updates as well. On Friday, we have a 36 touch workshop up in Mass. So I'll put that link in there for anyone that wants to attend. It's a half day, so it's super convenient. You don't have to take the entire day off. And then we have 2 big events being brought in from KWRI from MAPS Coaching. So they are bringing back their fall masterminds. So if you remember, they have spring masterminds and fall masterminds in between Family Reunion and Mega Camp to keep us energized, to keep us going throughout the year. And fall masterminds is coming here to us in Boston, Massachusetts. For as long as we can remember, I don't think they've ever brought a mastermind to New England. So this is very exciting. We definitely want to wow them. We want to have the most attendance from any region, which we should, because it's right here in our own territory. So if you haven't signed up, sign up for that. We'll put that in there. It'll definitely be worth it. They have a jam-packed schedule. And they also are bringing in the luxury symposium. So I think there are some qualifications around it possibly. Jen, I don't know if you know more.
You do
Then I
have to be, you do have to be an earn-in luxury member.
Luxury member. So if you are in luxury already, KW Luxury, you should definitely attend this event. It's gonna, they already give us a rundown of the agenda and all the extra things that they're doing. It's super cool. And if you're looking to learn more about communities, if you want to become a luxury agent, commercial, there's so many different communities that they're rolling out this year. Reach out to your team leader or one of us and we'll be more than happy to tell you more about that.
I'm curious to see if anybody is already registered for fall masterminds or the symposium. Brooke, I'm glad you are. Anyone else? Hi, Chris. Chris is signed up and ready to go with us. Anyone else?
David is.
All right.
So we have some veterans in here who have been with the KW world a long time. Why are these events so important outside of the training, guys? Put it in the, what do you get out of it? Put it in the chat or come off of mute. David, if you're able to come off of mute, I want to pick on you for a minute, Mr.
You can pick on
Hire.
me. What else is new?
I know. David, what are some of the benefits of going to a mastermind outside of the amazing training and information we get?
Well, for years I went because of the training, not understanding that the value was there in the networking. Listen, some of you know my story, some of you don't. I've traveled all over the country. I was a team leader in Arizona, a team leader in Southwest Florida, come back home to Massachusetts to be a team leader. None of that would have ever happened. None of that would have ever happened if I didn't start networking with smart people from all around the country. So when it was time for me to go to Arizona from Massachusetts, it's because I knew somebody in Arizona. And went from Arizona to Southwest Florida is because I knew somebody. And so just by going to these training events, fall masterminds, mega camp, family reunion, you name it.
I love that. And can everyone here say they have a referral partner in every single state? Or if you've got a bigger state, can you cover that entire state? Do you have someone within your own state that you refer out to because you don't want to drive 3.5 hours, right, to the Canadian border? Can you look in to wherever you log everybody in and say, I have a referral partner in every state? That's what you get out of these things as well. If you do the networking right, you will meet people. They make fun of me. The region makes fun of me constantly because when we go to these events, it's, hey, Brooke, but.
You mean there's such thing as agent-to-agent referrals?
Right. David, thank you for that. And I love seeing all the networking stuff in here. Like, I love seeing that you guys are doing that. That makes me happy. Just Star, yep, I've seen you when we're out and about. You hang out with agents from all over the world, not just the US.
Actually, that they just asked me to speak at Mega Camp for KW Portugal to be their keynote speaker.
Yes,
Very
congratulations.
Kind of awesome,
Right?
but that's because of events like this.
Jess is the queen of networking. Her tribe travels far, that's for sure.
Yes.
Last mastermind, I will tell you guys, was I got to speak at it on epic failures. I was one of the panelists. And the thing is, like, people are willing to be vulnerable and open and share where they've lost, share where they've won, and teach you the lesson they've learned along the way. So if you're thinking of it and it's on your list, that maybe, like, you can probably drive home or stay with a friend if you have to save some money. And that heavy breathing is my dog's, I'm sorry. But like, it's so worth it. It's in Boston. That's easy for so many of us to get to. And I'm sure there's a KW friend that might even help you out if you didn't have enough money for a hotel room.
Oh, Jess, thank you so much for that. We appreciate all you do.
And just to share, 18% of the folks who bought in Maine were from New England, right? So what would it look like if you had relationships with people within your states? Because we're moving within the region. So we get to go to Boston. We don't have to fly across the country. You should be there.
I love it. I love it.
All right, time to give a prize away. Cassie, was there
Yes.
anything else? I know we cut you off a little bit. Was there
No,
anything
that's okay. We're so as we jump into our winner for today, just throw it in the chat if you joined us during the Summer of Shift at all, and what you thought of Summer of Shift. because what we're doing next, we're rolling into the fall, which is business planning season, and we are moving into a One Thing series. So some of you may have heard of the book, The One Thing. So we're launching a series. It's going to be the same format as Shift, once a week, Tuesdays at 2:00 for an hour. I think it runs, we kick off on October 11th. We'll get links out for that in the next week or so. And that runs all the way almost until the holidays. So we're really looking forward. That's a new series that we're doing. We're really looking forward to hosting that. And then right at the end, once the One Thing series ends, we'll have, just like we had James Shaw in to follow up with Shift. We have someone special coming in to teach the One Thing. It's an all-day clinic, and that will be in December, on December 7th. So keep an eye out for those links as well. And to kick off our One Thing series and fall that we're doing, we'll be giving a One Thing book away today. And that is going out today to Kelly Bancroft, I think out of the Andover Market Center.
Hey, Kelly, I saw her writing notes the whole time. So Kelly, congratulations.
Ah, nice.
So Kelly, I'll connect with you to get your info and we'll get the book out to you. That's all I have. Brooke, I know you're going to stay on with tech. Jen, Tiffany, Brooke, anything else?
Good. We'll see you next Monday. We're excited. Just weekly, back to weekly. So we'll see you next Monday. Invite your friends. We really do provide some great content for your week. So come back next week and invite somebody with you. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Cassie. Thanks, guys. All right, stay on with me if you want some Facebook best practices to find out why your stuff isn't posting.